Okay, so let's make a start today. So if you're at home, just find something you can sit up to. It's just good to encourage your pelvis to sit up. So find a block or cushion or something, and we'll just come to a comfortable seat. So you just cross the feet at the ankles here, leave a bit of space here for the groin, and then just sit cross-legged if it feels okay for you. If it feels really uncomfortable, you can place a couple of cushions right underneath your thighs here, just for support. All right, so if you find that you sit up with the knees really high and you're tending to just sink back like this, you want to try and sit up into the spine a bit more. And then we'll just take our hands onto our knees and close our eyes, and then we'll just spend a few moments here. So just allow the sit bones to just relax down onto your mat or onto your cushion, and then lengthening up through the spine. Also try to hug the lower belly in. And then just feel the spine growing taller. As you do this, just start to feel the shoulders releasing downwards. And then we'll just start to pay some attention to our breath today. So we're going to see if we can tune into the 4-part breath. So this is where we just breathe in to a count of 4, reach the top, we'll hold, and then we'll breathe out to the count of 4. Take a pause. So I'll talk you through it as we go along. So on the next inhalation, start to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale with the mouth closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then take one more breath in through the nose. Pause and then allow the breath out through the mouth. Release. All right, so just allow the breath to settle back to its normal state now. And then we'll just begin to open the eyes. And you can just take your chin towards your chest and just feel a stretch for the back of the neck. Start to just rotate the chin, keep it inwards, and start to rotate over. Take small semicircles with your neck. And just move gently if you feel any tight areas across your fascia. Just pause and then come back, and try not to overstretch too far too soon. So just gently opening up. Good, then come back to the center and lift the chin up. Good. I'm going to take the hands onto the shoulders today and start to just rotate around. So nice deep inhale and exhale here. Good. And then we'll switch directions, bring them forwards. and then release. Take the left palm down, lengthen up with the right. Take an inhale and then exhale, leaning over towards the left. Bend into that elbow just as much as you need. Good, breathe into the side body, and then we'll switch sides. So the right palm comes down, lengthen over with the left. And again, inhale up, exhale, come over, keep the right sit bone down if you can. Good, and then one more. Inhale and exhale, lengthen over. Good, and then we'll come back to center. And then you can just remove any props you were on now, if you were on one. And then from here, we're just going to bring the hands forwards. So we just start to snake the spine forwards and find some movement here for your spine, your upper body. And then take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, just release the head. So you could keep it in line with your neck, or you can take the head all the way down. Or if you like, you can take it onto a block. So if you do have a block or a cushion and you feel like your neck's pulling, then just allow the head to release onto something. Deep breaths here. Good, and slowly we'll start to climb back up. Alright, so from here we're just going to take a stretch of the hips. So we're going to take the right leg, lace it onto the left knee, take the hands back, fingers dial back here. So just take this stretch of the hip, okay? And then from here you can just move the hip side to side. Good, and then we'll switch sides to take the left ankle over the right hip. And again, this could be enough for you with just a little bit of movement here. You can intensify it by bringing the heel towards you a bit further and then get deeper into that hip, up to you. Okay, then release. All right, then we're going to come over now onto hands and knees. So just make your way into tabletop position. So you want to spread the fingers wide here, and the thumb is coming inwards and the pinkies coming to the outside of your mat. Knees directly underneath the hips, and the toes tops of the feet just come down. Alright, so from here we'll move through Bidalasana, cat-cow. So we'll start to come up into the cat position first. So press the earth away, stretch across the top of your spine on the inhale. And on the exhale, start to unfurl as you bring the head forward and the belly dips down. So you get a stretch across your belly here. Inhale, begin to lengthen up. And exhale, curl down. This is really good if you've been doing lots of abdominal work as well, just to release into the belly as you come down. Good. So the gaze can come forwards, or you can take the head up if you prefer. Breathing in and then breathing out as you come forwards. Try to open each part of your spine slowly. Good, come down and then bring it back into neutral. Good, from here we're going to lengthen the right leg away from us so the toes can dial down to begin with, and then the left arm comes forwards in line with your shoulder, and then see if you can lift the leg up. Good, and then bring the knee and the elbow inwards. So inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, curl it in. The head can come back as well, or you can just keep the gaze forward for balance. Take one more and then release. Let's change sides. So the right arm lengthens, left leg toes down, or you can bring the leg up. Take an inhale and then exhale, curl in. Inhale, exhale inwards, and again inhale. Try not to collapse into the left shoulder, coming in and then releasing down. And then we'll just move our hips around in a circular action, breathing. And then switch directions, coming around, moving around the spine, lifting up into the belly. Good. Okay, then from here, tuck your toes and begin to lift your hips up towards the sky. Keep the knees bent for now. Good, and then maybe begin to walk up and down, pedal through your feet. Yeah, then we'll take slow baby steps up the midline of our mat until we reach the top. Good, then inhale and exhale, begin to uncurl through the spine. Keep the chin tucked and then lift the head up. Take the hands behind, interlace them. Open the chest, allow the head to come back and take your gaze up. Lengthen up through your legs, opening the elbows wide. And then curl the chin in. Guide the chin in without pulling on the head too much, just guide it in. And then start to release through your spine downwards until you're in that forward fold position. So the hands may be down or maybe they're resting onto your legs now. Release the hands. Good, so they might be here for support or they might have reached the floor. Doesn't matter either way. Just hang forward, breathe deep. And then from here we'll take that again. So take the hands behind the head, interlace, and then start to climb up through the spine until you bring your chin up at the last available moment. Elbows out, open. Inhale, and then exhale. Elbows come forward. Tuck the chin in first, and then gradually fold down. So you want to feel each area of your spine moving, and you can see if anything's stuck or needs some more work. Then release the hands all the way down to the mat. Good. Spread the fingers wide. Step all the way back into your plank position. Good. Press into the toes. Press into the calves for a minute and give them a good stretch. Good. And then come onto the knees. Exhale down. We're going to bring the elbows in all the way. Lift up into that baby cobra position. So just bring the elbows back and then releasing down. Again, spread the fingers wide. Inhale, bring in the chin up. Last, gaze forward. Exhale, come down. Press the top of the feet down onto the mat. Inhale, begin to come up. Good. Press onto the knees and sit all the way back to child's posture this time. So we want to sit right back. We're going to keep the knees tight together today. And then the head might just hang here. Stretch the arms out in front. Good, and then we'll begin to climb up through the spine again. Crown of the head forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips high, tail high, and again come back into your down dog. So you want to make sure you're just trying to stretch the heels back. Gaze forward and check out where your hands are. Nice and wide. Good, again walk up towards the top of your mat slowly. And this time just bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, begin to rise up. Press your feet down, lift the arms out wide. Palms together and then back to heart center. From here, inhale, lift the hands up, palms together. Gaze up. Exhale, bow and fold down. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the crown. Exhale, release. Step back into your low lunge. So step back with the left foot. And you want to be in this low lunge position. Good. From here, press into the back toes. Use the front thigh if you need to climb up. If you need it for support here as you climb up. Good. From here, lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale, come down. So bring the back knee down directly. Good. So you should feel your quad beginning to work. Inhale. And then exhale down. Fist to hips. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward. Take the left palm down, open with the right arm, and then gaze up. You want to hug this hip in instead of letting it kind of just hang loose. So really hug in tight to center. Lift the palm up, palm away. Good. You can keep the gaze just down if you prefer. Breathe nice and deep. Good. Release the hand all the way to the front. Come back into your plank. Release down, either full chaturanga or you can take the half one onto the knees. So releasing down, belly comes down nice and slow without collapsing. Elbows come back. Inhale, peel and lift into that cobra. This time see if you want to come up into full up dog. So you might come up onto the backs of the toes, lifting the hips off the floor. Good. Tuck over each toe. Inhale and lift up back to down dog. So when you do that, you need to breathe carefully into the belly there so you don't take it into the lower spine. Good. Let's take a twisted dog. Twist the knees to the right. And then we'll move and twist to the left and bend into those knees. Good. Twisting each side, warming up the spine. Good. And then from here, look forward, bend the knees a lot, keep the hips high, and then maybe take a little jump forwards or just step forwards. All right, from here, inhale, bend the knees, exhale, begin to unwind through the spine, arms wide, palms together, and back to namaste. My mat is slipping all over the place. Okay, so from here, inhale, lift the palms up, exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, releasing down. This time step back with the opposite leg, right leg, toes come down. See if you can come into this low lunge, all right, so runner's lunge. Again, inhale, see if you can use the hands or without to rise on up. Inhale, lift with the arms, and exhale, the knee comes directly down. Good. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you've got that good knee alignment and it's not twisting out. So if it feels too strong, you don't have to take this move. Inhale up and exhale, release. Take both hands down. Slide the front foot back into your plank. Good. From here, exhale into chaturanga. Elbows come in. Release it down slowly to the earth. Inhale, lift into cobra. This time tuck the toes, lift the hips back to down dog. Good. Breathe it out here in your downward facing dog, or take balasana, child's posture, where we come into that position with the bottom back towards the heels if you prefer. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. Join me back in dog if you're not already there. Begin to lift the right leg towards the sky, extend, and on the exhale you bring the knee in and forward, hold. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring the knee in and forward. Plant near the right thumb. Good. From here, bend into the back knee and start to rise up. Good. This time, opening the arms wide. Take an inhale and lengthen up into the back leg if you can, onto the toes. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, opening, extend the shoulders. Exhale, curl it in. And again, inhale. And exhale, curl it in. One more, open. Maybe take the head all the way up towards the sky this time. Good. And then circle the arms down and around to the front. Slide the leg back, chaturanga. So the knees might come down. Take a half one. Inhale, lift cobra. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, lifting up onto the knees, tap the toes, back to down dog. Breathe it out here, in through the nose, out through the nose with the mouth closed. Good. Inhale, extend the left leg up, and exhale, draw that knee right into the chest and lift it up. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in and up. Press the earth away. Good. Plant near the left hand or the left thumb. Good. Bend to the back knee and start to rise up. Open the arms. And then exhale, curl in. Again, open. Exhale, curl it in. Keep the gaze forward. Open. Exhale. One more. Open. Lift the heart, lift the head if it will allow. And then take the arms down and around. Sliding the leg back to your down dog this time. Good, just stretch the spine out. Straighten the arms. Activate those shoulders. Good, let's move to the right. So inhale, extend the right leg up. And exhale, bring that knee in and forward again. Plant near the right thumb. Good. Bend into that knee and start to rise up. We're going to flip over into warrior two. I'm going to show you this way. So bring the arms out, knee bends forward. So knee in line with the ankle, arms nice and straight. Good. Gaze to the middle finger. Try not to let the back arm drop down. Good, keep pressing into the back foot, the back blade of the foot. Good. Then inhale, flip the front palm, and exhale, guide the top arm up and over. So this backhand will come down. Again, will be different for everybody. So you might just stay a bit higher into it if you prefer, or you might come more into the back bend, depending how your back is today. Breathe deep if you're here. Gaze up towards the hand if the neck will allow, or you can just gaze down to the back foot, your choice. Good, then begin to press into the front foot, rise up. Flip both feet forwards so they're parallel. Good, and then we'll flip to the other side, so the left foot comes to the front and then the back foot comes in slightly, heel out and the toes come in. Again, you bend into the front knee. Good. Lengthen out the whole of the body. Keep paying attention to what's going on with the back hip. So we do want to try and open it out a bit instead of just let it kind of flip forward with the hips. So we're trying to get this area to open to the front. Good. Then flip the front palm, take an inhale and exhale, lengthen up into your back bend. All right, so you're either up high, just stay a bit higher, or you can really extend back a bit more. Breathe deep. Good, and then guide yourself back up. Bring the feet around into that parallel position. Again, from here, we're going to take a forward fold. All right, so you might want to have a little prop nearby. So you can use anything at home. If you don't have yoga blocks, just you can use a cushion or some, like a pile of books, or a big bolster or foam roller or something. Just something to balance on. So you bring your feet forwards, lengthen up through the spine. Take an inhale, exhale, fold at the hips, come forward about halfway, and just hold here for a minute so you can feel that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And then inhale, lift into the belly, lift up, all the way back up again. Good. So try to move with the belly, not with the hips rotating back and forth. Inhale, exhale, hinge at the hips, take that spine forward so the crown of the head comes forward, just until it feels like it's pulling that edge of stretch. Hold here, press into the feet, all four corners, and then exhale, lift into the belly, rise on up. Good. Again, last one. Inhale, extend, exhale, hinge, hinge forward. This time maybe take it down a bit further. So if you find your spine is just wanting to go further, so go with it, use your breath, and again, use any amount of props you need here. All right, it doesn't matter how many you use. So you could have like a pile of 5 bricks here, it doesn't matter. So come down onto whatever you need so that your spine is beginning to extend. All right, so you want to eventually be folding with the chest coming towards your thighs. So it's far better to use props than to kind of just be really stuck or anything like that. So just try to take your time and coming forwards, wherever your head's hanging, hold on to something. You might be higher, that's fine. The head might be resting on something. And if you need a little bend in the knees here, that's okay as well. You can just bend if it's really excruciating pain for you just now, then don't overstretch it. So just find whatever feels good and just stay there, work towards it gradually. Deep breath. And then inhale, begin to lift up. Now when you lift up, you might want to hang on to your thighs or your hips and start to rise on up. Good, and then either jump the feet together or just crisscross them together. Okay, make your way to the top of the mat again. Good, we're going to fold down and forwards into a forward fold. So we hang on to either elbow, release the spine forward now in our ragdoll shape. So we just hang forward again. You might be higher. If you are higher, hang on to your thighs. deep breaths. Good. Just allow the shoulders to drop down and relax away from your ears. Good, then release both palms down onto the mat. Step back into your plank. Good. Exhale, release down. Inhale up into cobra. Onto the knees, tap the toes, lift the hips. Down dog. Deep breaths here. Good. Lift the right leg to the sky once more. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring that knee in and forwards. Bring the knee to the outer part of your mat. Now, everyone's going to be different here, so that's okay. Your foot might be more at an angle, that's fine. But the foot's going to come to the outside below the left hand. And you're going to work the leg back, coming into pigeon. So if you feel really tight in the hip today, you might want to have something underneath this right hip to support, all right? So you don't just want to be hanging there in space for the sake of it, especially if it's tugging on that joint. So make sure your pelvis is steady. And sometimes we tend to lean more to the right in this one. So just check back and see are your hips kind of level. If they're not, that's where you need to use a prop here. Another idea is a rolled up blanket as well, because you can maneuver it a bit better than just the hard block. Right, so we're going to start tall, send the left foot back, and then exhale, come forwards, and then inhale up, come onto the fingertips today, exhale forwards, one more, inhale, and then exhale, come down. This time you might come onto the forearms. Okay, this could be strong enough for you today. Stay here if it is, all right, and if you want to go further you can come all the way down, and then your head will just relax onto your hands or onto a block or blanket, all right? So take whichever you've got nearby. The worst thing is to have your head hanging, so you don't want to just have it hanging in space with the neck all crooked. So make sure you're comfortable, and just breathe deep here. Good. Deep breath in now. Use your belly, lift the navel towards the spine as you rise up. So the whole time you're using your breath throughout the practice. Okay, so it's not just about the physical movement, you're actually using your breath to activate the abdominals. Then bring the back leg around to the front, support your legs if you need. And then we'll just take a little counter shape here. So just dropping the knees either side, hold a bit longer on the next one, and then again hold a bit longer on the next one. Okay, cross at the ankles, take the hands forwards, jump or slide the legs back into plank. Good, exhale, release down, inhale, lift up, onto the knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. That move I just did, don't worry if you're not there yet, it's fine. I'm just adding in a little extra for anyone that wants to try it, but you can just step back. It's fine to just step back. Good, let's take the left leg up, inhale, and then exhale, draw that knee in. Okay, start to bring the foot out to the outside of the mat again. Okay, doesn't matter if the foot's like this or up here, as long as the knee is safe. All right, so you don't want to do any twisting action for the knee, very important in pigeon. All right, because there's no point just doing it for the sake of it. So again, sometimes people get to here, and if you feel you've got a bit more, you might want to lift the foot up like that physically. All right, if you want a deeper stretch, but make sure the back leg's straightish, going behind you. And again, look at your hips. Sometimes you twist it out to this side, so you really want to send this hip down and forwards. All right, so you want to have both hips lining up there. All right, so again, prop it out with something. I always prop my hip anyway because I want to test out, first of all, how much give I've got there to begin with. So lengthen up first, take a deep inhale and exhale down. Inhale, exhale forwards, and again once more, inhale, lift, lift, lift the belly as you come forwards. All right, so test out here first, spend a couple of breaths softening. And then if you like, you can come down to the forearms, maybe resting the head out. Good, feeling the hip begin to open up a bit more, making some space. And then deep inhale, begin to rise on up, lift that belly again the whole time. And again, support yourself, bring the back leg around, remove anything out of the way. Good, bring the legs to the front and we'll just windmill the legs again, side to side. Good. Send the legs forward now. So we're going to come down into some floor-based little movements now. Okay, so we're going to come into Dandasana. So this one can be done, if you find this one tricky, you can do it with the feet against a wall or the skirting board, all right, just to feel the feet really connecting onto something, because it's quite hard to activate when you first start doing this one. So you want to make sure the fleshy part of your bum's out the way. So just roll anything out the way. All right, and then you want to press both the legs downwards. So we don't want to kind of just have them here not activated. We want to press them down, straight spine. So try not to be doing this. It's hard at first, but you want to lift up, lengthen up through your torso, hug your belly in. If it helps you to hold like this to begin with, is fine. And you'll begin to feel the legs activating or shaking sometimes. All right, if you need to sit up onto something because your spine just tends to roll back. Yeah, mine used to do that a lot. So it just takes years of practice. So you want to support yourself onto something even like this, okay? Or again, a blanket. So we're going to really press the legs down, press the heels down, and the toes are dialing back slightly. Again, if you're against the wall, you're really pressing those feet into the wall. Just take the hands down gently beside you. Okay, they're not really doing anything, but we're just going to start breathing to a count of 5 when we start activating the shape. So let's go. Close the eyes if it helps. And then release, and then just release the legs and give them a shake. Good. Hope you can all feel that happening. It's always makes me sweat, that one. It's quite intense. Okay, we'll try it one more time. All right, so press the legs down, all the way down, back to the legs. Activate your quads. Press the feet as together as you can. Again, into the wall if you need. And then the arms are not really doing a lot. They're just there if you need the support to stop you sinking back. Okay, try and lift up. Remember, one nice long line from your hips all the way up to the crown. Okay, start breathing now. Close your eyes if it helps. Breathe down towards your pelvis. Good, and then release, let everything go. Okay, whew, my legs. And then just give your legs a shake. All right, so let's take a nice Baddha Konasana, so butterfly shape. So you draw the heels and the soles of the feet together. Now, again, don't pull in too soon. You want to take your time with this. So press the soles of the feet together. If this is really painful for you, because it is for a lot of guys, then don't bring the feet in any further. Just keep it wider, like more like a diamond shape. And again, support yourself, like even putting the blocks like that can help, just to have a little ledge here underneath, something like that. And just work on bringing the spine forward a little bit at a time, straight. So we don't want to like just kind of be like that or like that, because it's not doing anything for your spine really. So we're just going to go slow. So inhale up, hold onto your ankles, grip around with the thumb and the forefinger, lengthen, and then just come forward a little bit. Okay, so just a little bit at a time. So inhale forward, exhale, and then just hold it here. Close the eyes if it helps. And then slowly your spine may want to come forward a bit more, or you may just want to stay higher. All right, it doesn't matter if you're higher at all, just stay here and breathe. Relax the shoulders. Really breathe deep into the belly. Help you to relax. And then you might find you come forward a bit more. Okay, wherever you get to is good. So maybe it's here. And then see if you want to round into the spine now. So slowly you can begin to just come in by rounding, all right? So take the spine forwards, maybe the head will drop down. Good, so just stay here and breathe. Good, and then slowly begin to unwind as we lift the head back up. Good. All right, so now we're going to come down onto the spine. Bring the knees in to the chest. Just hug into center and give your spine a little rocking side to side. Massage out the lower spine. Good. And then you can just stretch out your legs in front of you and just rest down into your final resting shape, Shavasana. So just one hand on the belly, one on the heart, or just palms out to the side. And you can just settle the whole of the spine down now. So make sure your head is in the optimal position. So you can always lift it up and then take it back down again. Try not to have the chin pointing way up to the sky. So that's no good for the cervical spine really. So make sure your head is relaxed. Relax the whole of your legs now, just let them go. No tension there. Make sure your shoulders are soft. Just scan your body all over from crown of your head all the way down to your toes, and notice if there's any areas that you can just let go even further now. Make sure your belly's soft now. Time to rest and digest. And now slowly just begin to take a deep breath in and stretch your arms overhead. Big stretch. And maybe draw your knees up towards your chest. One final time, hug yourself into center. And take any small movements you need. For your head, maybe lift your head up towards your knees for a spinal release. And then draw the head back down. And then you can roll over onto your side when you're ready. And just make your way on up to seated. And we'll just close the practice, so if you wish to, you can just draw your hands to your heart center and take a moment to reflect and to seal in your practice today. May you move forward with lots of love and laughter from my heart to yours. Namaste.